Hello, friends. Working with metanoia recently, I want to share with you two key components and what I feel is important. Um, First, so much of our life, like life happens and there's misunderstandings and we get stuck. We get locked into the way we see it, and then we live from there. So much of my life early on was caught up striving for perfection. I was very hard on myself, making a mistake. I couldn't be satisfied with anything other than perfection, but that is, it's not even possible. But I got so hung up on the biblical, be ye therefore perfect as I, the Lord your God, am perfect. And so perfection took over and ruled me. And in all of that striving and seeking to be perfect, I found myself with an eating disorder. And it wasn't until about 10 years ago or so, I was reading a book in my sister's living room, and it was in regards to that biblical verse, and the word is actually teleos, and teleos actually is more correctly translated to mean wholeness, maturity, rightness, completeness, not perfection. And when I read that, it was if I had such a heavy load lifted from me. And then I got angry in that I spent over 40 years trying to be something that it was never intended. So I misunderstood. And so, in flipping the script and seeing life from a new perspective, you too might have misunderstood something and it actually means something differently. So, I invite you to sit within your story, and wherever you're stuck, there might be a new way to translate that situation. And secondly, with flipping the script, I learned this in homeopathy, is that, let's say somebody is stuck in the role of always being the responsible one. So it's just human nature to say, well, then I'm not going to be as responsible. I'm going to be the other side. And when you go about it from that perspective, you're still locked into the responsibility. You're not going to be responsible. You're going to be less than. Or if you're on the other side of being kind of reckless, I'm going to be more than. But you're still stuck in identifying yourself as either reckless or responsible. The whole goal to be freed up and to flip the script is to step into seeing it differently, not identifying with that piece. I have found this whole, like what I've stepped into recently, it's so liberating. And this is part of what Jesus was teaching us, is to find truth and to live from that place. And in a way, sensing of what it is to be free, to be whole, to accept ourselves, to accept others from this new freed up place. So, friends, I invite you to flip the script. Best wishes on your journey.